I am just wondering, what are you going to use the funds? How are you going to deploy that? And also, do you hope, I guess, that this latest round of fundraising, some of the names that are now being associated as investors will help you attract more traditional interest?
Totally. Thank you for the question, Heidi. In fact, it's always interesting question about the use of fundraising funds because as a startup, Amber Group actually has been very fortunate to be profitable very early on, and especially over the last few quarters or so. So the fundraise was really not about bringing money, but rather, like you said, to bring these traditional household names so that it helps us, helps the crypto adoption more broadly, and it helps to put Amber Group platform and the brand in front of customers that are yet new to crypto or are still waiting to enter crypto. As regarding the fund, I think no one. Yeah.
No, I
Go
was going
ahead.
to say we've seen a lot of head scratching as to where cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, go from here, and a lot of it is quite existential about what happens with this environmental issue, what happens with the regulatory issue, particularly in China. I'm curious as to how you think this is going to play out.
I think crypto is a global asset from day one. That means you as crypto entrepreneurs, you kind of have to deal with regulatory frameworks and sometimes regulatory shocks from all different jurisdictions. This is not new, and this won't be the last time. As regard to the China regulation policy more particularly, I think clearly it impacts the short-term sentiments a lot. People are reacting to it, and especially the market was correcting even before this news came out. So people are more likely to overreact to certain shocks like that in a somewhat bearish market. But I think nothing has changed for the fundamentals of Bitcoin or the fundamentals of crypto finance. We're still looking at a very young and promising asset class. We're still looking at a technology that enables much more seamless and frictionless financial services. So I'm still very optimistic about the long-term potential of the industry.
I mentioned earlier that Citigroup had launched a blockchain unit, but at the same time, we have seen banks still steering clear of offering access to cryptocurrencies in a wider way. Are you expecting more institutional acceptance here, and what will it take to get there?
I think I'm not only expecting, I'm seeing more and more institutional adoption of institutions entering the space day by day. But it will take some time. And it will be baby steps for them because crypto market micro infrastructure is quite a bit different from the traditional financial market infrastructure. It will take them some time to understand the differences. It takes them some time, a lot more time, I guess, to adapt their internal operational procedures, their infrastructures, so they can offer crypto competitively and in a secure way. And meanwhile, there are firms like Amber Group they can work with, and they are working with to fasten that process and enter crypto in with much more expertise.
What will digital currencies, the digital yuan, perhaps a digital dollar coming up soon, what would that do to the market?
Thank you, Sherry. I think, in my opinion, they all fall into this broader definition of crypto assets. The digital yuan might not be decentralized, but it still is programmable. It has smart contract features in a way not too unsimilar to the Ethereum. So therefore, I think at one point you will have interactions between all these centralized CBDCs, we call them, and those decentralized crypto protocols. And eventually, as everything moves into this digital world, everything is data in the end of the day in this digital world. And data can be securitized, data can become assets, data can transact with the technology of crypto finance.